back to Milk and Honeys. This is episode 19. If you're just now joining the party, if you live on a rock, we're your hosts. I'm Kayla Becker.
And I'm Vanessa Curry.
Yeah, how are you doing, Cheetah Gal?
I'm so good. I know I have a little set on today.
I like it. It's very
just
cute.
Feeling a little.
Yeah, you got the new curtain bangs.
Yeah, we got a new little cut, kind of. We're training her, so the girls out there know. I mean, I guess guys do too. When you get a new cut, a new part, you gotta like train it. So if you see, her going forward. You didn't.
That's why I wear a hat. I have to worry about that. Well, how was your weekend? I know you took a last-minute trip to Las Vegas.
I did. I went there just for a couple days. Unfortunately, we found out that Dre's nightclub is closing, and that's where my boyfriend works. So it was a sad realization that that's going to be happening. So I went over there just to hang out with him for the weekend.
That's sweet of you.
He's going to be fine. He's going to have so many opportunities. He's amazing at what he does, and everything that he does, he puts his whole heart into it. So he's going to be just fine. But it's the end of an era.
It's always sad when a chapter closes, especially when it's as unexpected as that was.
Yes.
I know it kind of took everybody by surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Dre's, what a great era. What a freaking amazing club. They've done so many great things. And yeah, the last club opening will be October 31st. So they're going out with a bang on Halloween. So
get out there,
you got
guys.
2 more months to go there and party it up. So
see, I still have never been. So I'm like, should we go to Vegas before they close? Should we go? Is
yes.
that what we should do?
I mean, maybe you're coming to Halloween.
Is that where you're going to go for Halloween?
I'm definitely going for Halloween, but I'll probably go maybe again this month. So we'll have to plan something.
Maybe that'll be the moment.
I would love that. But yeah, how are you doing?
Good.
You were just
I was in Miami. I was there for way too many days, but I went with a bunch of friends to go see Lady Gaga, Mayhem Ball. It was absolutely incredible. I've always been a big fan of Lady Gaga, and she's just gotten more and more impressive over the years. And in Miami, out of all places. So it was a good time. Way too hot for my liking. I thought Los Angeles was hot, but I forgot about the little thing that happens in the South called humidity.
Oh, yeah.
Which made it impossible to even walk outside and lay by the pool.
Yep, which is crazy because I feel like LA, we've been talking about how the humidity is picking up here.
Picking up, but not even like it's not even on the same.
Close.
There's no humidity, and as far as I'm concerned, after being in Miami all week.
But we were in like 2 of the hottest places. You were in Miami, humidity. I was in Vegas, dry.
And now we're back here where we're both sweating from walking from our car.
And it's still hot.
It's still. Well, something else that's been really hot, if you follow any documentaries on Netflix, we've been talking about this. We really wanted to talk about it on the show today. Netflix's Unknown Number, the High School Catfish.
You guys.
If you haven't watched this.
So Netflix dropped Unknown Number. It's the High School Catfish. It follows Lauren Licari, a high schooler who gets harassed nonstop with creepy texts and messages, but the stalker wasn't some stranger. It was...
Oh, sorry, Mark. We're about to spoil it for you.
Oh, we are. We just told our person in there not to get spoiler alerts, but here we are. It's okay. He said it's not really his jam.
It's okay. It's fine. We're going to spoil it for you.
Spoiler alert. It was her own mom.
It was her mom.
Kendra Licari. She pled guilty, did 19 months in prison, and now she's out on parole.
So if y'all watch this, it's insane. So like early on in the documentary, you're seeing this poor girl, Lauren, young, sweet, has this boyfriend, Oliver or Owen or something. I think
Owen.
Owen. They were in love, first loves. And then like one day she starts getting these terrible text messages. I mean, the most vile, what teenagers know how to talk like this? Like saying like, you're the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, the text got
Owen's
so
gonna
bad.
eat my... I mean, they were like, I've never seen anything like this. And so they were trying to figure out who was sending these vile texts, like, Owen loves me more than he loves you, to the point where they're telling her she should kill herself, like literally saying you should kill yourself.
And also, like we said, explaining to her what her and Owen have done, or this person, like they've done sexual things together.
It's like sexual, like finger in my pussy, like some of the most disgusting things. And you're like, who talks like this? And then, there were a couple moments in the documentary where we thought they figured out who it was, like a jealous girl on her basketball team. And I'm sitting there like, oh, that makes sense. They should have figured that out in the first place. Well, no, it wasn't her.
Nope.
Then another girl, like, oh, yeah, like a cousin of her boyfriend, like a jealous.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, it wasn't that. And then one day the cop, 2 years, by the way, almost 2 years of these texts coming in.
And you know what? It was because of Owen's mom, who was so distraught by like a year and a half in. She was the one that kind of would not let it go, because not only was, I'm sorry, what was her name? Lauren. Not only Lauren was getting these texts, but Owen was as well.
Yeah.
So they both were. And the crazy thing is that this teenage couple, their parents were friends.
Yeah, they were all friends. Like it was a very small, it reminded me of how I grew up. Like K through 12th grade was all in one building. Everyone knew everybody, very small town. So everyone was very involved in this story. Everyone seemed like they wanted to help, especially Lauren's mother. Which again is still so baffling when you figure out what the whole
and it's crazy because in the documentary, she's getting interviewed the entire time as well before we know.
Which is why you don't know. That's so smart on
the person
part, because that's why they threw you off. Like, in what world would a guilty mother of such a heinous crime actually agree to go on the Netflix documentary and talk about it?
Because she needs to be in a psych ward.
And we figured out she is always, people who've known her whole life, she's always wanted to be the center of attention. So obviously this is like, but even there was a point in the documentary when she was trying to justify her behavior. She went to prison for 19 months. She's out on parole right now, but she did this and she was like, you know what? Some people like drink and drive and then they don't get caught, or some people commit crimes and they don't get caught. Like, I just basically got caught. So I'm like, is what you're saying that you're not remorseful for what you did to, like, telling your daughter to kill herself, making her like suicidal, making her boyfriend suicidal? What is wrong with you?
And then when the cop finally comes to their house and basically tells the mom that she has been caught, that all the phone records of the different phones go back to her, because the parents would get rid of their phones, get new phones, and then this person, the mom, would just get their number again because she knows them.
Because we were wondering, like, how is this person not blocking this number?
Exactly.
Because she had an endless flux of like numbers to access, and also used those sites online where you could like just type from the internet with a different like block number or whatever.
Lied to her husband, told her husband that she was working, but in reality, she did not have a job for those 2 years.
She lost 2 jobs, and then she would leave. She would leave the house every day to say she was going to work, somehow stay gone, and then come home like everything was fine. In the meantime, she never had a job. She basically lost her jobs to be a full-time stalker, harasser to her own daughter.
Yeah, her own blood. Her, like, it's crazy. And I feel for the dad, because you could tell that he is just hustling. Obviously, they were financially not well off. They were struggling. So obviously, you could just tell the dad has been doing everything in his power to get by, and thinking that like she's helping also financially. But in reality, she wasn't. She wasn't working at all. She was going off. And the whole time, I mean, these texts, I think Lauren was saying that she would get like 8 to 10 texts a day.
Oh, I think it was even more than that.
Maybe more than that. But in the beginning, it started every day. She was getting like at least 8 to 10 text messages every day.
Do you believe the mom? She said like she didn't start it.
No.
Right?
I think she definitely started.
I didn't start it. Someone else started, but I'm not going to say who it was. I'm like, you're caught now, bitch. Like, you would definitely.
And you're not going to say who it was. You're not going to say who it was because it was you.
It was you. Like, she tried this whole thing. She was like, I didn't start it. I just decided to like jump on it. And a psychiatrist called it cyber Munchausen. So if you don't know what Munchausen is when you try to get your kids sick, although they're not sick, in order to, I guess, rely on you more.
Yep.
So kind of the story of Gypsy Rose.
Yep.
So there's a cyber version of that. So he's like, maybe she was sending all these messages to her daughter so that her daughter would be so distraught and need her mom more.
Right.
I think that's giving her too much credit and too much grace. I don't think it had anything to do with wanting a relationship with her daughter. I think she had some sick, twisted, like, trying to live through her daughter because of her glory days. It didn't go in her favor.
I think she was jealous of her daughter.
I think she was jealous of her daughter. I think the simplest way to put it, she was jealous of her daughter.
Which is crazy, to be jealous of your daughter. It's just, it's insane. I mean, even when, like I said, even when the cop went to go tell her that she had been caught, and they bring Lauren in to tell her what's going on. Obviously, you could tell Lauren is in shock.
She's in shock, of course.
She has no idea what to say, how to act, any of these things. She's like, wait, what? You could see her processing it in her head. And then her mom has the audacity to stand up and give her a hug and rub her head and kiss her head and saying almost like, oh, I'm so sorry like that this happened to you. And I'm like, wait, no, you happened to her.
For 2 years.
Her
relationship ended. Like, I'm sure her, like, a lot of parts of her social life and school life suffered. I mean, how would you feel, especially at that age? I wouldn't know how to process that kind of harassment at that age.
No. And it's sad. I mean, it sucks because towards the end of the documentary, this poor girl still says that she wants a relationship with her mother, that she misses her. And I understand missing her. I understand missing
the idea
of what
having
she was,
a mother.
For sure. But I just wanted to like hold her and be like, girl, no, like your dad loves you. He has taken care of you. He took you from this person. He has raised you into such a beautiful, and such a beautiful young lady. You know, Lauren's like 18 now, studying criminology,
which is interesting. It's interesting that she decided to take that route when her, you know, career and, you know, school, her studies, considering her mother is a huge criminal. But yeah, it is interesting. So she's been out on parole. They're not allowed to see each other right now. That's kind of the condition of the parole. But I just wonder how, you know, brainwashed you have to be as the kid. Because I know for me personally, I have a different relationship with my mothers, of course. But like, if I had found out that my mom had done that to me, I don't think I would think twice to like make sure like she's dead to me. I would never need to speak to her again, see her again. I would never speak a positive word about her name again.
No.
Much less want her to hug her and say that I miss her.
Right.
And so.
Don't get me wrong. Sure, I would miss the idea of what I thought I had, which that's really twisted and hard to comprehend, especially for, I mean, she's 18 now, but she wasn't back then. You know, I mean, she was like, what, 16, 7, or no, younger than that. She was in high school, like a sophomore in high school, right? Yeah. So I
like, would you be able to show up to court and say to everyone that you still want your mom to be a part of your life? Like,
no,
Which
absolutely
is what
not.
She did. It's just like,
but also that comes with probably her brainwashing
and
her.
who knows how much more
I'm
sure
gone through. In person, she would give her so much love and like, oh, you look so cute. Oh, yes, like you're going, oh, I love you and Owen together and blah, 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 blah. But then she's over here behind closed doors saying that she's anorexic or she's anorexic
no
and
one
has
wants
a flat
to see it.
ass.
She would wear leggings to school and her mom would say stuff like, why would you wear that? No one would want to see that pancake ass.
It's honestly, it's mind boggling. My sister texted me and was like, have you seen this? Because we both watch the weirdest documentaries and then we send it to each other if one of us hasn't seen it. And I told her, yes. I was like, we are talking about this on Milk and Honeys because it is outrageous. And it's been all over my social media. Everyone's been watching it and just appalled at what they're seeing. And I mean, bravo to Netflix though, because they really threw us for a loop. When the mom, I sat up and was like,
and then my first thought, even when they said it was a mom, I still was like, oh, someone must have like hacked into her.
Yes.
Like, there's no way it was her.
And then it was
like, could have been the dad, could have been like, I was thinking of every case scenario that it could have been.
And when the police officer told the dad outside that they, you know, before he brought him inside the house, he told him outside, you know, it was your wife. We have found all that the call logs have gone back to your wife's phone. And you just see him downloading, like, wait, what? Yeah. Just with Lauren too. Like they both, you could tell both her and her dad were just having all these downloads coming and so confused. Mm-hmm. Just, he obviously made her get out of the house. He's like, almost like, don't touch my daughter, get out, because she was hugging her at the time. Did you see
that picture, the screenshot that people were posting, that shot of her hugging her and then the table behind them?
No.
It looks like a
shrine.
No, the amount of alcohol on the table, it looked like a full like shelf at a bar, like the amount of booze that's just sitting on this table back there. So everyone's been kind of like, how much of a issue this mom sat around drinking all day, harassing her daughter, like the issues.
I think there's just a lot cooler hobbies to do than
tell your kid to go kill themselves.
Yeah.
And then let them come home and cry to you about it and then comfort them. Work on their basketball team as a scorekeeper. And where she got all that information about like the amount of points that were scored, would make fun of her daughter because her daughter would have a bad game. And then she'd be the one texting like, you suck at, you know.
It makes me
heart.
so, I wanted to like go through the screen of my television and just strangle her. I was just like, I'm still kind of in shock of us even talking about it right now, that the fact that it was her mother.
Like, imagine like telling your daughter she's grounded for something. Meanwhile, you're like sending her these messages secretly in the next room.
And it's just sad. Like I hope the best for Lauren. And if they are able to have a relationship one day, because she was open and she said that she does want to try and have a relationship with her mom one day, which that is so tough. And it's just so twisted. It's like mentally, there's so many mentally twisted webs up in there that her mom created for her that I hope she can, you need
a lot of therapy.
Unwind
please go to
it
therapy,
all.
baby girl.
Yeah.
Like, you need it. We all need it, but especially being in a situation like that. And her dad seems like a good enough man to where he's going to help her like get the help that she needs.
He does.
Ooh, man. Well, we all have issues with our parents sometimes. So next time I'm mad at my mom for not responding the same way or the way that I want her to respond, I'm going to remember at least she's not running a fake account to ruin my life.
Right.
So thanks, Mom.
Right. No, thanks, Mom, for not sending me nasty text messages and telling me to go kill myself. Like, thank you so much.
The bare minimum, I think, right? I think
so. I think that is the bare minimum. Just be, I don't know. It's like, I feel like I'm more protected of my 2 cats than she is with her daughter. It's insane. Like, it's crazy. But
well, again, that's on Netflix, called Unknown Number, the High School Catfish. Go watch it so you know what we're talking about. We did spoil it, but you'll still be shocked by many things that were in it that we didn't cover here. So, all right. Well, speaking of moms, we gotta talk about Mother Monster. Lady Gaga.
Yes, mommy.
I'm still on a high from that concert. I've been to a few concerts in my time, and that probably was like the best thing I've ever experienced. Like, and it was an experience.
Is this your first time going to see her?
First time ever seeing Gaga.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
First, and I know you went recently.
I saw her at Coachella.
Okay.
And I saw her when she was in LA.
Okay.
On this tour.
What was your favorite time?
I mean, here's the thing. For her concert, she had more like maybe outfit changes and a little more intricate props and things like that. But there was nothing like seeing her at Coachella.
Really?
Just like being outside with people at a festival and like there's so much space and then the big screen TVs. And it's just like, I don't know. And when I was with my friend Mariah and her husband, bless him, he is like this tall, very manly black man. And he was like in tears watching Gaga. And maybe that's why I think Coachella was better. Because we look up and he's like, she's just a true artist, man. Like he just like was appreciative so much of like her artistry. And I was like, oh my God, I love you so much. Let her.
It's true. Like,
it's true.
Is. Like,
she's
even
brilliant.
She is. And we like kind of grew up on her. Like, I think I graduated from high school, and that's kind of when she got like poker face. And is that, let's have some fun this week. Is stick. I want to take a ride in a stick poker.
Wait, no.
We're mixing poker
face. That's when. And then it's disc.
Love Game. Let's play Love Game. Anyway, those were 15 years ago.
And I actually saw her, if anyone remembers CineSpace, this must have been like 2000, when we graduated, maybe it's like 2010 after that. So I was already living in LA, and I think 2 of my best friends from back home were living here too. And we were at this club called CineSpace in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard. It was this tiny little place. We walk in and this girl's performing. And she was performing Poker Face. And she had male dancers. And it was like, I'm telling you, there's maybe 100 people in this place, like not a lot of people. And she is performing full out. And I remember us being like, wow, this girl's a freaking star. We didn't even know her name at the time because she was not Lady Gaga yet. Like she wasn't like, she didn't have a household name, you know? And I remember her getting off the stage, and if we find it, I think I still have it. We'll pull it up. Because there's a picture of all of us taking a selfie with her, obviously with our digital cameras at the time. We didn't have cameras on our phones yet. So with our digital camera, and she still looks so fierce. And till this day, my friends are like, oh my God, isn't it crazy that we saw Lady Gaga before she was Lady Gaga, before she was Mother?
Pre-meat dress Gaga.
Yes.
Because I think that's when everyone was like, who is this crazy bitch?
Yeah.
And then we just seen her like,
but so smart.
Year after year, decade after decade, just absolutely kill it. And this, I was there with my best friend. He flew in from Boston, and we kind of bonded over Gaga like during the pandemic. That's when he got me like more into her.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were sitting up there. One of the last songs of her set was "Hair," which is like just a beautiful, like anyone who has ever felt like they're different or whatever. Where we have like tears streaming down our faces, and I don't cry. I think just seeing him so emotional.
But that's what I'm saying.
And that's what she does too. She's kind of
even grown men. Like I would have
crying.
never thought Leonard would cry. And I was just like, I remember looking up and he's like, I have to give it to her. Like she is an artist, man.
She
like
is.
it's just so true. But
she did make a lot of other people cry for a different reason.
Right.
Yes. So yes.
So she canceled the concert on Sunday.
It was her last show in Miami. So I was there. I went to the Sunday show.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be her final night in Miami. And one of my friends from Orlando came down. A bunch of my friends were going, completely dressed up. I'm going to show y'all all right now as I'm talking. You're going to see the footage.
Don't worry. It will be here. It will be here.
And literally my friend, she's like decked out head to toe, wig, pink, high boots. The doors are opening and she's on her phone and she gets the news that Gaga has canceled. And they're getting no information as to why. They were told like there was like a vocal strain. She did post this on social media. I'm gonna put it right here too. It's about like the state of her voice, and she didn't want to risk ruining her voice for further, which I completely understand. But then also just understanding the amount of people who like traveled all this way, like spent all this money. This has been something they've probably been looking forward to all year long. To just be told as they're walking in the door that the show's no longer happening, and they're not getting like a real explanation. And people are like understandably really pissed. And I think it's a conversation to have about like, this is the first time a celebrity has done something like this. What kind of grace do they deserve? What kind of answers do fans deserve?
At the end of the day, we have to remember that these artists are people.
Yeah.
And not that we know Gaga, but like, we know her work ethic and the way that she works.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think that she would cancel for no reason. She loves her fans. She's always been very vocal about that. And so, I mean, I hope she's okay. I mean, obviously it's devastating. Like you said, like if we would have traveled, if you would have traveled,
like if it happened to me on Sunday, I'd have been pretty livid.
So mad, but it's hard because people are paying a lot of money to get there. People who are not from Miami going and traveling and spending money and all these things. But at the end of the day, we are human and things do happen.
Everyone has a limit.
And if she had doctors telling her, if you try and do this, you could really damage your vocal cords.
Yeah.
That is
long term.
That is her
livelihood.
That's her instrument.
Yeah.
Like you can't doctor's orders.
Exactly. And some people are saying, well, you should have, canceled it way earlier in the day. Well, I think her not until last minute shows how much she was trying to make it work until the very last minute, and then realized she just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Do you think fans maybe sometimes are like too entitled? Or do you think it's, I think sometimes fans think they have like entitlement to have access to you whenever they want access to you.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's with every like person in the entertainment industry who has a fan base. They, think that they know them personally. And I mean, it's just like Mariska Hargitay from Law & Order SVU. She says it all the time. People come up to her. They think they know her. They think that like she's a real detective. And she does do a lot of charity work for, like the special victims units actually outside of the show, which is so cool. But she's somebody that always says every time people see her, they just think that she is Olivia Benson, and it's like, no, she's not. She's actually Mariska Hargitay. She's a mom and a wife, and she lives a pretty normal life outside of her filming. And so I think it is like people do feel like they have the right to say and make these decisions and for these people who are on a higher caliber. And I don't think that's fair.
I don't think it's fair either.
But of course, like I think you're rightfully so to be upset.
You deserve an explanation, get your refund or the option to like come to another show. I think there's some things that should be in place. Like on an airline, if your flight gets canceled, they put you up in a hotel. I think there's like things like that maybe it's not up to the artist, but the labels, whoever's putting these on, to maybe look into ways to like
maybe
compensate.
give them 50% off of merch or something.
So that it's not complete.
Yeah.
Because it does suck when you think about people. Like I saw one guy say he drove his friend and his friend's like disabled mom. They drove like 10 hours to get there and they didn't really have extra accommodations or something.
Yeah.
But like, I understand being upset for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it, but hopefully everything is
yes, Gaga,
is not. It's hopefully nothing is serious. Hopefully she gets the rest that she needs because I don't think her tour is finished. Right? She's still going.
She's still going.
Yeah.
It seems like Gaga's fans truly left her speechless.
Yes, they did.
Okay, bad joke. Bad joke. We love you, Gaga. We hope you get better soon. Okay, moving on. Speaking of larger than life performances, Vanessa,
my goodness.
Netflix just dropped the biggest animated movie of the year.
Okay, this is my new obsession. Actually, like our friend Cole has been showing everyone begging. But then when he begs and like we do watch it, we're also obsessed with it. And now we're all telling everybody else to watch it too. This new obsession is for K-pop demon hunters.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen it, it's basically a girl group meets demon slaying musical fantasy. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it's everywhere. Everywhere.
It's so good. I can't get the song. Is it Golden?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, what's the lyrics? I feel like we should do a Golden. We sound just like her. Golden. K-pop demon hunters.
Sorry for everyone's ears.
It's so good. We're going up, up, up. It's good. We're glowing. Gonna be golden.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will say when I finally watched it, because it took me a while, because I'm not a huge like musical fan. I'm not a huge like
animated.
I'm not a huge anime, but animated.
Animated, yeah.
But I was like, as soon as at first, I think it was when they were in the plane, like when they were gonna go down into their first concert, my eyes were just locked in. The music just makes you want to levitate.
Mm-hmm.
The story was so good. You love the bond between these girls, and of course the demon K-pop guys.
Yep.
It was just beautiful.
It's so fun, and it got so big. I mean, this K-pop group is not a real K-pop group, right? They were casted as these characters. Well, and now I don't know if they still are, but they've been trending #1 on Spotify, their music. So it's like, okay, you guys need to become a group, a K-pop group, clearly. I already see it. They're probably going to be going on tour. They just,
Anyway, I need to watch it. Like, there's no business that the music should be this good on this damn cartoon.
It's so good.
So the girl who sings that, she wasn't cast to be a singer. She was the writer.
That's amazing.
And I think she was just like giving them a sample of what it sounded like, and they're like,
"You need to do this."
Yeah, this is not her plan. Like, this is not meant for her.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it got so big. They just a few weeks ago opened it up a sing along in movie theaters all over the country for 2 days. My niece went, and my sister said it was amazing. Like, she loved it. And everyone's singing along. I think they put even subtitles, like, so people can sing along.
Well, now it's on Netflix. They have the karaoke sing along, which we'll do one night.
But like, to see it in a theater, I wish we could have gone. Yeah, hopefully it'll come back.
Well, it's so funny, this whole like K-pop craze, like, you know, BTS, Blackpink, these groups have really taken off over the last several years. We didn't really hear much of that. At least we didn't grow up.
No.
And now I feel like, I just think some of the most amazing voices and talent have come out of, you know, the whole K-pop scene. And now the more I watch K-pop demon hunters, my TikTok just keeps feeding me like all of these like Korean bands. I'm like, damn.
Yep. It's crazy. Actually, if I am correct, every time I fact check myself, I think of my sister, because she's my fact checker.
Vanessa's been saying that you will make sure that whatever she says is correct, or she will be corrected.
And if I'm not correct, I get a text from her saying, that was not true. I'm like, okay, whatever, Nicole. I'm just kidding. But I think my friend Olivia Wong did the movement for the lead character. So she's like, she's the dancer character
to get like
to get the movement for the animation, which is so cool, and I'm so proud of her. She's an amazing person, so she deserves all her flowers. And when I found that out, it just made me an even bigger fan of the movie. I was like,
do you think like K-pop is kind of like quickly becoming like one of the most popular genres right now?
I think it is, actually, and I think some of the reason is because there's a lot of people in K-pop groups, right?
Yeah.
Like some K-pop groups have like 10 to 12 singers. And so I think it is something different where usually when we see a group of singers, it's either like 3 or 5.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing even more in a whole group. And
also they're bringing groups back. Like I think for a long time we lost the boy groups and the girl groups, and K-pop kind of brought it all back.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
And then, with any time, like we were talking about with Spice Girls last week, with groups that you're fans of, everyone kind of resonates with one. And like,
Absolutely.
I'm posh, I'm scary, or, if you're Harry Styles, or, we all choose them.
Yeah.
I think that's the same with like the K-pop.
For sure.
Bands. So I came across these guys. They say they're not K-pop. They say they're Korean indie.
Oh, okay.
But his voice, he goes by Woo-sung with a group called The Rose. I don't think I've ever heard a better voice in my entire life. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's see. This is him on the top.
Oh my gosh.
His voice just like takes me to like a...
And isn't it crazy that some people could have the biggest accents, but then when they sing,
that's what's funny. I'm like, how are your English is so
you don't really
good.
hear his accent at all,
and
which
they
is
talk
crazy.
about that. Yeah,
it's so interesting.
And I think they also, like, whoever's managing them probably also teaches, like, if you want to be mainstream and go over to the US, because a lot of them do want to come over here and get careers, but then they can be, double. I can't, like, this guy is like, we won't do a whole episode on this.
Kayla is clearly obsessed.
I'm like, am I
we need to
attract?
Kayla's going to be dating a K-pop star.
I never thought that a Korean man could be in my future, but hey. That's why my name starts with a K. K-pop night. Kidding.
I cannot. Okay, wait. So speaking of, if you had to join a K-pop group for Demon Hunters or Demon Slaying pop group, what would your stage name be?
Slayla.
Wow.
Slay. Kayla.
Wow.
Does that work?
I love that.
What would your Slayla?
I mean, I think mine would be Queen V Slay or something like that.
Queen V Slay.
Queen V Slay. Like you have to like say like Queen V Slay.
Queen V Slay.
Not Queen V Slay, but like Queen V Slay.
And then you have a little hyphen in your name.
Yes, not from ChatGPT, but like
not the
from just it's just not the ChatGPT dash.
It might also be Korean. If we're being honest. But yeah. Yes, I would love to go to a K-pop show.
We should.
I think the energy is like, every time you see them online, their energy is like bar none. I think a lot of our US bands and musicians can take a note from them.
Absolutely.
So yeah, go watch K-pop Demon Hunter. Even it's funny, like watching the TikToks for like girlfriends trying to force their boyfriends to watch it, and the boyfriends, next thing you know, are like doing all the dance moves.
Yes.
And all the...
Well, it's just like some reality TV show, like Housewives or something, where guys are like, I don't want to watch this, and then you find out they're like, why did she say that to her?
Right.
What's going on with her?
Like, what's Heather doing? Who's Heather? Shut up. You should have been here from season 1. This is season 9.
Oh my gosh.
While I was in Miami, I got to go to a really special screening for a movie I've been anticipating. This isn't necessarily a movie Vanessa would be into, because it kind of falls under the category of like horror thriller, which isn't your favorite.
Right. But it just depends. I feel like my horror that I'm not gonna watch is like, it's very muddy.
Like you're not gonna watch The Conjuring. You're not gonna watch like the demonic stuff.
But I did like, what was the movie that we went to the premiere? Like we went to
Speak No Evil?
Yes.
That was good.
Like I enjoyed Speak No Evil, which I thought was pretty scary. I mean, it was. Go
watch the original one.
No, see, I feel like that's even worse.
Oh
that
my gosh, the worst ending
of
any horror film. The most disturbing ending of any horror film I think I've ever seen.
Because that one was pretty disturbing, the ending as well.
The ending of the original one, oh my gosh, I like have nightmares.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. But I do love like a thriller, and it could be a little gory. Like I don't mind that, but
so the movie I'm talking about
is
Stephen King's adaptation. It's The Long Walk, which is he wrote a book called The Long Walk many years ago. So basically, in the book, it was 100 young men who took up this challenge to walk at 4 miles per hour as long as they possibly could. If you fell below 4 miles per hour, you get like three strikes, and then you get your head blown off. So basically, it's walk or die is the whole premise. And so the movie did it a little bit differently. It was 50 men and 3 miles per hour. So we got to slow it down a little bit. You probably saw some of the screenings. They were having people come to theaters to watch it, and they had treadmills. And if at any point you fell under 3 miles per hour, you got kicked out of the movie and you couldn't finish watching it.
Okay, that's
I did not do that one. Though.
Wait, that's so cool though. I would want to do that. Because then you're also like not just thinking about what's happening in the film. You're also like,
I gotta
steady pace.
So I gotta sit my ass down the entire time. I thought it was really good. I mean, there's a lot of like dark social commentary in it. Just about the youth and endurance and competition and what it means for like your personal values. It was a beautiful story, so well done. All pretty much brand new actors, which was really nice to see them kind of come out on their own. It was just a tragic film. I cried.
What is the goal in the film though? Walking that long?
Oh, like, so if you make it to the end, you are the winner. You get more riches than you could ever want in your life, which a lot of these kids wanted to do it to, help their families. And then you also got like one wish that they had to grant. So there was a lot at stake. And so, you got really invested in these characters as they were walking along. I mean, we're talking hundreds of miles and, not being able, like at one point, like you see this, I'm not spoiling it, but like at one point, you have to go to the bathroom at some point. And so you see some of these guys getting really sick and having to or it doesn't matter if you walk and you step on a pebble and break your ankle in half, you still fall below those 3 miles per hour, you're getting your head blown off. So the entire time you're just on the edge of your seat and constant like angst of like what's gonna happen. And anytime one of these kids got their head blown off, like you felt it. It was just, you walked out just heavy.
Oh my god!
I think it was a great movie, and I think the way they did the ending, which I'm not going to say here, makes the movie worth it if you want to sit through and you want to watch it. So
right.
I do think you should watch it.
Okay, so never mind.
It's not like jump scary or anything.
Yeah. It's just more. You have to be in the right mental state to watch that.
Yes,
like it's
like go in knowing it's going to be heavy, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Okay.
So, it comes out officially on September the 12th, which will be this weekend by the time this episode comes out. So,
perfect.
Yeah, this weekend, go see it. The Long Walk.
Well, maybe I'll have to go watch it.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'll go back and watch it with you.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Well, that film is dark, but we're not going to end on a heavy note. We also want to talk about something that was really exciting and wholesome, which kind of goes hand in hand with last week's episode about being millennials and nostalgia. Steve Burns, who you all remember, the beloved original host of Blue's Clues, is officially back with a podcast aimed at the adults who grew up with this show.
And I love it. Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. And then it's burr, burr, burr,
it's called Alive, which is a great appropriate name because we're all still alive.
Yep.
We're all still here.
Thank goodness he is too.
Yes, I know, because there were a lot of
and thank goodness he wasn't like a pedophile.
I know. I think people wanted him to be a pedophile. People were like, oh, this guy's definitely gonna.
Definitely. And thank goodness he never did. You know what?
No. No.
You go, Steve Burns.
We love you, Steve.
Yeah, we support you.
Yes. But it's called Alive. It launches this fall. And it is described as Blue's Clues for grown-ups.
The podcast focuses on emotional well-being, curiosity, and connection, covering real adult issues like aging, money, anxiety, which we all, I think, are going through at some level. Digital overload, which we are all going on that journey, and more, obviously.
It's basically like it's almost like the kids that we were sitting in front of our tube TVs back in the 90s, early 2000s watching Steve. It's almost like he's just jumping back in the tube to the same kids just grown up.
Yep.
So he's literally just doing the same thing, but for the viewers us. He had back then.
I can't wait. Hopefully we can get him on our podcast.
That'd be really,
and then we go on his.
I think we should definitely
go on his.
Blue's Clues.
Oh my gosh, that would be such a childhood moment unlocked for me if we got to go on Steve Burns' Blues Clues live podcast.
Where is he? Where does he live? Does he live in LA? Probably
If he
not.
lives in LA, we're going to manifest that. We have so much manifesting to do.
Location, Google Map, house. Let's dox him. Kidding. We would never do that. He lives in New York.
Okay, well.
He's 51.
Wow.
I don't know why I thought, I guess that makes sense. Because he was our age when we were kids.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
And he just always looked very young.
He did.
Like very, very young.
Oh.
Which is great.
I love that. Great. I would love to have him as our
or maybe we just have to, do a Honeys in the Wild
to New York.
Takes New York.
That'd be greght. I think we might get a little distracted and probably forget what we were there for.
Yeah, but as long as we film it, distraction's okay. We as long as we film everything, we can cut it up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Everything's content.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty much everything we're going to talk about this week in preparation for what we're going to talk about next week, which is really exciting.
Yes.
Guess what next week is? Guess what?
Next
what, guys?
Next week is our 20th episode.
How in the hell did we get to 20 episodes?
I don't know, but I am so proud.
I know, me too. Me too. This all started from the one day sitting on your counter bar stools being like, should we maybe talk about the things we need to talk about on camera for other people to relate to and learn from, and had no idea where it would go. Didn't know if we'd make it past. I mean, we all have friends. Everyone has podcasts now. It's like, there's podcast studios in every corner for this reason. But I feel like a lot of people that I know who started a podcast around the same time we did have already stopped, because it's one of those things that doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work and just a lot of patience. Like 20 episodes, of course, we're not where we want to be yet, but we know we're gonna get there, and it's because of all of you who keep coming back every week, and it gives us a lot of that's our own little personal therapy too.
For sure. I'm so proud of us. I think that I see little sprouts starting to happen for us, people asking how they can help, how they can, be a part of it. And so it's just really cool to know that we're creating something special. Yes. I'm like, I want to tear up right now. Always. I can't look at her. But yeah, we're so grateful for everyone's support. And next week, tune in.
We're going to celebrate. So here's what we need from you. We need you to send us questions, because tomorrow on the episode, we're going to read 20 fan questions from you guys on the show. So you will make the show if you send in questions.
Yes.
We're also going to talk about some resolutions. We're going to treat it like New Year's, but what's going to be our 40th episode resolution. We're going to have a little fun, little celebration, and we want you all to be a part of it. So again, we appreciate you guys. And a happy almost anniversary.
I know. And don't forget, Kayla and I are going to be the sweetest little ingredients that will go into your tea every single episode.
Yes.
They just keep evolving.
Keep evolving. All right, guys, that's it for this week. And we'll see you for episode 20.
See ya.
Bye.